Morning, welcome back to my channel. I have a bit of a dilemma. I'm just about to start the body of the sheep for you. Now, I've started it off camera with a different yarn because I didn't want to do it and then pull it all out. And this is what it would look like. It's a bit corny. This is one without the bobbles. That's exactly the same as that, but without the bobbles. This is a different yarn, so it's come out bigger, so don't worry about that. But that's what it looks like. But I want to make it like that. That's the bottom, you know, as in the bottom of the sheep. You know, here, this is Photoshop, by the way. This is an actual sheep, what they've made, but they've Photoshop for the background. So I don't actually know what it looks like down here because they've cut it off. Because I can see the bobble there, and it doesn't give you instructions where to sew the legs on. That's an actual leg that I've made from the pattern. This is an alternative bottom. That's the actual pattern bottom, and that's what it looks like with bobbles. I'm going to do this, and then we'll do bobbles. And I'm saying that because if you turn it over on the right side, so pretend you finish your sheep. I'll do it with the head, and it's lighter, it's easier. So like that, you see? That's an actual leg from the pattern. You can put it on flat, whereas there's the actual pattern of the bottom of the sheep. You've got the bobbles. I'm not saying you can't do it, but you want a good fasten on, but you don't want to misshape your work. And I think it'd look a bit better it flat at the bottom, then we start the bobbles, and we can make the bottom like this, and then you can sew on, and the legs would be quite snug together like that. So pretend there's another one, and then so this is the pretend body, put the leg on like that. You see, it depends, because on the teddy bear I went like that. So you could do it in between the baubles, like that. Bit of dilemma. I can do both. I'm not doing both I'm not doing two separate videos. I'm going to do one. But I'm going to do it do a flat bottom first, just so it's easier for sewing, and it'll still look cute with all the baubles on the body. Yeah, we'll do that. So you need your cream yarn, and it's here, it's on there, on the stitch marker. Don't forget your stitch marker, or your safety pin, or a piece of yarn. Start with a magic circle and 6 double crochet. Don't forget your stitch marker. Your second round is increase in every stitch. Pop your stitch marker in your first stitch, and we'll have 12 stitches at the end of the round. Round 3, 1 double crochet, pop your stitch marker in, and then increase all the way around. 1 double crochet, increase. Increase is 2 stitches in 1. You want to do that all the way around, and I'll meet you back at the beginning. Next round, 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, increase all the way around. Every round you increase by 6. It's 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, increase. Do that all the way around, and I'll meet you at the beginning. Increase round again. That's 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, 3 double crochet, increase. Don't forget your stitch marker. I can tell where it is, so I'm not going to put mine in. 1, 2, 3 double crochet, 1 in each, and then increase all the way around, and I'll meet you back at the beginning, and we'll start doing bobbles. 30 stitches. And what you want to do now is put your stitch marker back in. Oops. You want 1 double crochet in each around. And I'll meet you back at the stitch marker and we'll definitely start the bobbles. I've just had an idea. 30 stitches done. It will start and curl because you've just put 1 stitch in each stitch around, and it does start to curl when you do that. Slip stitch into your first stitch, chain 1, and then turn so you're looking at the inside of your work. The pattern says to do a bobble first, then a double crochet. So we'll do a bobble, yarn over, only go halfway. So I'll do that again. You've done your slip stitch, chain 1, turn your work, yarn over, go into the stitch, bring up the loop, go through 2 loops only, yarn over, go into the stitch, bring your yarn through, and just through 2 loops. It is fiddly. Do it one more time. You've got 4 loops on the hook. You want 1 more time, and you've got 5 loops on the hook, and pull through. Single crochet, double crochet. That's because I'm looking at the pattern, it says it. And then a bobble, and you're going to do that all the way around. And when we've done it this round, we'll have a look and see what the leg looks like. And hopefully, well, I can do it now actually. Hold on, don't forget your double crochet between your bobbles. I did that once and I thought, why is it doesn't look right? It's easy done because you get in the mode of doing your bobbles. So there's your couple of bobbles. I'll bring the leg on. Yeah, I think that'll be easier for you. So you can either lay it on, so that's no matter which way around the bum is, but so you can do it like that, see? Because your bobbles are going to come about here. Or you can do what I did with the teddy and I sewed it on like that. Or you can lay it flat. Don't matter which way, it's going to, with gravity, it's going to flop. But I think that'll be a lot easier for you new crocheters to sew your leg on. And it'll sit nice as well, your teddy. Right, back to the pattern. I'll do a bobble one more time with you. Yarn over in your stitch, yarn over and pull through 2. In your stitch, yarn over, pull through 2. You want 5 loops on your hook. 5 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through, and then your double crochet. You want to do that all the way around, and where we slip stitched at the beginning before we turned, you want to put your last double crochet in there. That's how you know sometimes if you've missed a stitch, because at the end it doesn't add up. So do that and you will start the bobble process. You should have 15 bobbles and 15 double crochet. The last stitch should be a double crochet. You want to join, which we haven't done until now, into the first bobble and pull it snug. Take your stitch marker out if you had it in. Chain 1 and turn your work. In between your bobble round, you'll be increasing. So you want to do an increase, or I do it the other way around. 4 double crochet, 1 in the next 4 stitches, and then you increase. You did your double crochet last, so you want the first one in there, 1 in top of your bobble, 2 double crochet, 3, and then in top of your bobble. That's 4. Don't forget stitch marker, because it does look a lot, does this? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Also, some yarns are easier to see than others. And we're going to increase in the next stitch. 1, 2, and then 4 double crochet, 1 in each of the next 4 stitches. There's your increase. 1, 2, 3, 4. This time it's in top of a bobble. 1, 2. Do that all the way around to your stitch marker, and I'll meet you there. Done the last increase, joined to the first stitch, chain 1, turn your work, and then a bobble in the first double crochet. You want 5 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through, and because of the increase you're going to get extra bobbles. You don't have to, but I'm going to put the stitch marker in the bobble top, and then you go all the way around again. We're at the marker, join in the top of the bobble, pull it snug, take out your marker, you chain 1, turn your work, and it's an increase round. You want 5 double crochet, 1 in each of the next 5 stitches. Pop your stitch marker back in. Should have said at that beginning. If you've got into that habit, that's good. Can't get it in. There you go. And then increase. And do that all the way around. I'll meet you back at the stitch marker. That's 42 stitches. You've joined where your stitch marker was. Chain 1 and back, turn around. And then you do the same as you've done on the previous round. Your bobble, double crochet, bobble, double crochet, all the way around. You've joined into your first stitch, chain 1, turn your work, and repeat. You want bobble, double crochet, bobble, double crochet, all the way around, and you will have 21 bobbles at the end, and I'll meet you back at the beginning. End of that round, join, chain 1, and turn your work. And it's repeat what we've done, but obviously you're going to do 6. Don't forget your first one. Stitch marker. And 5 more. So you want 6 in all, 6 double crochet, 1 in each stitch. Make sure you've got the right amount. 2, 4, 6, and then increase. And do that all the way around. And what's going to happen is you'll have 48 stitches at the end of this round. Then when you do the next round is your bobble round, and you should have 24 bobbles, and then you're just going to make it a little barrel. There you go. Join, snug, chain 1, turn your work, bobble, double crochet, bobble, double crochet, all the way around your 48 stitches, and you'll have 24 baubles. It's looking good. I'm so glad I decided to do that for you. Looks a lot nicer than, where's the other one? Unless you want to do that, then just follow your pattern what it says. But I won't be doing that separate. I just preferred doing this way. and we'll have the same amount of stitches as the pattern. You will have the same amount of rounds as the pattern. I will decrease, I will do what it says in the pattern. It was just the beginning. For a beginner, I would prefer this way, just so the legs on, and then the tail's going to go somewhere there. Finish that round, and I'll meet you back at the stitch marker. There you go. Another bobble round done. Join and chain 1, turn your work. This next round is 1 double crochet all the way around, so you're not increasing it anymore. This is the tummy size of your sheep. Your first double crochet in the last double crochet of that last round. Stick your stitch marker in and then go all the way around. So you know where to go. I'm not going to do the next 5 rounds with you because it's easy work. You've just done your double crochet round, 48 stitches. Your next round is your bobble. So I've just ticked off round 14. You want to do up to 19 rounds. You've got 14 done. You want bobble, double crochet, bobble, double crochet, and bobble. So the last one I'll come back is a bobble, and then we start decreasing then. 5 more rounds, 3 bobble and 2 double crochet rounds, just on the 48 stitches there. No increasing, just do that, and then remember, turn your work after every round. And I'll see you for round 20. There you go, I've done all the rounds. This round is starting to decrease. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, I'm just reading down. So 4 times we're going to decrease down, and then a bobble in between. So join, you will have done, I'm sure. Join, chain 1 and turn your work so the right side is facing you. 1 double crochet in the next 4 stitches, and then you decrease. I'm going to change the way I hold my hook because it feels better. Now to decrease, you make 2 stitches, 1 stitch, and you're going in the front loop only, like we've done for the head and for the bear. Grab your yarn and pull it through. Go into the next front loop stitch, grab your yarn, pull it through. 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through. There you go. 1 double crochet in the next 4 stitches, just like you did at the beginning. You're doing the same all the way around. Just double check. So there's your decrease. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then your front loop only. It is fiddly, just like it was on the head. Pull up your yarn again in the next stitch, pull up your yarn, there you go. 3 loops on your hook, try not to make it tight, and pull through after you yarn over. Do that all the way around. I'll put my stitch marker in. And the reason sometimes I put my stitch marker in, believe it or not, is because I like to see the beginning coming up on me. I like to see it, because sometimes you go round and round, backwards and forwards, and you think, oh, it's never ending. But when I put a stitch marker in, I can feel it as I go around, and I think, oh, the end is nigh. Do that around 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, double crochet, and then a decrease all the way around, and you should have 40 stitches, and I'll meet you back at the stitch marker. If you hear a dog barking, I apologise. Join. Your last stitch should be the decrease. Join, and then just pull it snug, chain 1 and turn, ready for your popcorn. Oh, that's because I've said it now. Bobble stitch. and it's just like you've been doing before. You're doing a bobble, stitch, and then you're doing a double crochet. I'll do mine off camera all the way around. Don't forget to put your stitch marker in, unless you're getting very confident now and you don't need to, because you can see where your start is. But if you're still unsure, pop your stitch marker in, don't forget that. Also, before we go any further, if you haven't already, you could have done it because you've done the head, so you may have done it. I've tied my, you know, the first string, the tail off. I've put a knot in mine. I'm going to put some fabric glue in, but weave your darning needle, thread it, sorry, and then weave it through. Make sure you don't pull through. Not that it's going to matter because you're going to put your legs there, but try not to, as you're learning to crochet, to come through your right side work. You don't want to make a mess of it. So don't forget to do that. At the moment, I'm not going to put stuffing in because it's more of a pain. If you want to, that's fine. But I find it starts, because you're manipulating your work as you go around, it kind of, you interfere with the stuffing. And it's a pain. And it gets in my stitches, and then you can't pull it out, and then you could pull a stitch. So unless it's very narrow, like this, I should have stuffed this before. I've made a little bit of a lump on there, but like arms and legs and things, stuff as you go, because it is tight at the end. But things like this, I don't think we're going to, we are going to go down to 12 stitches eventually, so you're going to have to start stuffing. Anyway, I'll see you back at the beginning. There you go, looks a bit like a bowl. I would put a bit of stuffing in as we go from now on, but I wouldn't put a lot in because you don't want it in your stitches. It's very infuriating. After the bobble round, join, pull snug, chain one, turn your work, you got your bobbles facing, and we're going to decrease. You want 1 double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches, the first 3, 1, 2, 3, and then decrease. I'll just show you another decrease, and you do this all the way around. It is tricky if you're first time doing it, and I find because it's cheaper yarn, to get the loop sometimes there's a strand as well, but you want to make sure you've just got the full first front loop. You don't want to leave a strand because it makes it weak then, the stitch. You've got 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through. 1, 2, 3, double crochet, and then you decrease. And I'll see you back at the beginning. If you want your stitch marker, don't forget. The double crochet round done. Pop a bit more stuffing in. Join, pull snug, chain 1, and your first stitch is a bobble, and then you double crochet all the way around, and I'll meet you back at the beginning. Sorry about the lighting, it's just coming over cloudy here at home. There you go, it's looking like a little what do they call it, where you put your pens in, you know, little bars. It's quite cute. If you did this in t-shirt material, be quite sturdy. Anyway, finish that round, the bobble round. They do take longer, I find, as you go narrower and narrower. And join, snug it, chain 1, and then you're going to turn it to the right. Where's my hook? That's there. Going to turn it to the right side facing you, and then it says in the pattern 2 double crochet, decrease, and it's like you've done the last 2 decreases. So it's, you see, I can feel the thing getting caught in this. 1, 2, pop your stitch marker in. Yeah, I can feel the stuffing catching, and you decrease your front loop only. 1, 2. I've just realised, I'll just pull that up, that you know the bobble stitch at the top, you can see it pretty clearly. it's there, you see at the top, but the double crochet is there, so it's a lot smaller. If at any point you've gone to the end and it just does not work out, that's the reason why. You've missed probably a double crochet. So just slowly, before you pull it all back out, because it could be where you've nearly finished and not at the beginning, just have a look inside and you'll see it's quite a nice pattern actually inside. Inside here, I meant to show you before it went narrower. You see how it's getting pretty, it's pretty inside. It's quite nice. And there's the bobble stitch. This one, so it's quite big, you can't really miss that, but because sometimes the double crochet, looking from the other side, from the right side, it kind of vanishes in the work, so just be careful of that. Yeah, so it's 1, 2 double crochet and then your decrease all the way around back to your stitch marker. Just a side point, if you want to keep stuffing as you go, because it's going to get narrower after this one, keep doing so and just push it firmly down so you don't catch it in your stitches. Just got the bag of stuffing. I'd already got some from the teddy bear left, so I've been using that, waste not want not. And this is, it's in the bag like this. Always pull a chunk out. It won't even come out. Pull the chunk out when you first take it out and tease it, because it's been packaged for how long, and you want to just make it nice and fluffy. It's not too problematic if you just stuff it straight into there, but the legs and the arms and the head, I did say that I think in the video, make sure you pull it out and make it nice and fluffy. See how big that's gone? Put that to the side. And it is getting narrower. 24 stitches. You do the bobble round and double crochet round. They're exactly the same as you've always done, and at the end you should have 12 bobbles. Bobble round finished, joined, chain 1, turn it back round. Oops, don't want to pull that out. Hold on, chain 1. And now you want to make the 24 stitches into 12, and you do 12 times decrease. Okay, I've just been tweaking what to do in between doing dinner. So we have 12 stitches, like I said. Then to do the decrease, you had 12 stitches after that round. Then I just put 1 round of 1 double crochet in each stitch around. Put the bobble round in and I'll come back. So it would go like that. So what do you think? But when you sew on, first of all, before I say it, yarn over at the end like you did with the head. I'm not measuring, I'm just giving myself plenty to sew this on. You've got plenty of yarn. Give yourself plenty. Yarn, and when you finish your last stitch, yarn over and pull through, and it ties a knot on the end. And I know it's really narrow and I will have to stuff it a bit more, but there's 12 stitches there and there, so just think you've closed that up, because you will close it up first, and then you stick the head on like so. There you go, it's now end of the day. 1 body done, head and 1 back leg. I'll do the legs on another video. Thank you again for watching. Please give the video a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe. That helps my channel out a great deal. And I appreciate all the comments and appreciation for what I do. I'm giving back for where I learnt, and that's why I've done my channel, purely because tips and tricks and things like that, and there's some patterns along the way, but from where I found my skill, if I can encourage somebody else to have this skill, it's great. Again, I'll catch you again on another video, but from me, Bev at Planet Crochet, it's bye for now.